Now, so what we have here is, let's see, there's the Yod, Scorpio, the He for Aquarius. If you look at Aquarius, the constellation, you will see it's in the shape of an H, okay? It's in the shape of an H, He. And then Va is for the bull, the high 80s, and then He, Leo, is also in the shape of an H, upside down. So, but you can see the H. So Yod, He, Va, He is actually the fixed signs of the zodiac, okay? And it's also the tetragrammaton, which is the tetrahedron, which is the the tetra-shaped torus field. Yeah, okay, because usually torus fields only get this binary twin manifestation, but many of them are tetra. Okay, there's 4 torus fields. I'll be getting into that another time, but let me just focus more on this, guys. The rotor. There's 3 kinds of motion in the universe: direct, spiral, and rotating. Direct is dielectric. Spiraling is magnetic. This is the spiral of magnetism. And rotating is electrical. Okay, so the rotor is the Torah, is the Taurus bull. And I stole all of this off Christopher Lord. He knows all this. Upside down, all of it. Inside out, all of it. He's an expert on the flat earth now, and he's all on board with it because he discovered the torus field and the inertial plane, planet of Earth, and I stole it off him. And boy, I'm a naughty boy for plagiarizing that. Sorry, Christopher. Credit to you, brother. Credit to you and your panties for your good work. You've done well. So what we have here is we have you see over here, we see the letter A, that's the alpha. And then the O is the omega. Aries setting, arising. The omega, Libra, setting. Aries rises. Aries rises. Rise and shine. April Aries. Sun setting.
Rise and shine.
Sunset. Saturn, the ruler of Libra, calibrating. Equalizing at the middle of the circle. That's where Libra is, the 7th sign. 7, even. Eve, Venus. Eve, Venus, is the ruler of Libra. Okay? Saturn exalts in Libra, the exalter of Libra, because he exalts at sunset. The Lord of Darkness must exalt here.
So that's why they worship the orange color?
Yeah, the red.
The orange also, like they want everybody to wear orange now, and because of the sunset, you know, it's always orange on the horizon.
Yes, that orange. Yeah, that orange that the Buddhist monks wear is the orange of the sun, the solar plexus. Yellow, orange. Actually, orange is also related to sex. It's the second chakra. Red is the bottom one. Red is Sodom, where you practice sodomy. The red chakra, right there at the very, very bottom of the torso. That's where red shift is. Blue shift is here. And so the orange is definitely one of the power colors of the sun. It's not one of the spiritual ones. Although the Buddhists are encouraged to wear orange because it does have that 6. Orange is 6. Okay, sex. 6 is sex. And orange is the color of sex. The true color of sex is orange. Red is the color of 4. It has 4 petals. Yellow has 10 petals, the yellow chakra. Green is 12. This is why Osiris is always 12. The god of chlorophyll, vegetation. He comes out of here. See, when the sun Horus exalts in Aries, his partner Set, Saturn, Satan, sets in Libra. And so when we look at this word here, I hope the Panty Boys aren't crying by now, and I haven't hurt their poor little souls there. But
No.
this work of truth telling is very, very serious. I don't want people to be deceived by the Panty Boys and to be seduced to the left-hand tantric path. It is very serious. I want people to go to heaven. I want people to ascend. I want everybody to be happy. Everybody. And if it means from time to time have to hurt the feeling of MK Ultra deceivers, well then I'll do that for the sake of truth, you know, and not for my sake, because it doesn't make me look really great having to do that. You know, people always write to me, and I don't want to hear it anyway, but they write to me telling me you spend too much time. I don't worry about them. I don't spend time, but I have to warn people the true path. It's not the left, it's the right. Okay. And so I want to warn people from deception because it will hurt them ultimately. All those underage boys that click on their channel and watch them in their panties spewing out bullshit, they're going to get hurt. You might as well unsubscribe. Get away from those guys, mate. Get away from them. They are Satan in the flesh. They don't know that. They think they're pretty. You know, they always pose in their Zoolander. I wonder if the girls like this one. But they're undressed. This is Pizzagate. It's Pizzagate on steroids. They've been affected by that Miley Cyrus masturbation on stage, ejaculating kind of sex. The right path does not do that. We dishonor and disrespect all people who teach swine eating or any meat eating. They are the most despicable. And luckily, Cullen's a vegan, so that'll go in his favor. But he's got to stop, got to put a tap on that member and stop pouring out his brain fluids and life force. And then he'll look healthy, because he doesn't look healthy. He looks demented. Yeah. Really demented. I know the look of demonic people. This guy's demonized. He's got, I would say, probably about 2,000 demons, like in the parable of Jesus, and he cast them out into the swine. Those demons are called legion. I guarantee you, I promise you, you will see this one day in the future. Cullen is totally demon possessed. There's thousands of demons. Christopher Lord and Danny, forget about that, because you can see they're demonized.
You know what, Santos? I always thought this is what it was to be demonically possessed, is when you don't want to see the truth, or you refuse to see it, or you're on the side of the evil side, or, you know, this is what it is to be demonically possessed. They might not realize it, but that's what I always thought too.
They don't realize it at all. They've got no idea, but constantly demons are talking through they're channeling demons. Yeah. It's a festing, a cesspool of demonic energy that is running through. That's why they always put my name, Santos Bonacci, in the title of their videos, because how else are they going to get any hits? They've got 3 panty underage boys that subscribe to their channels, clicking for them, and not the like button, the unlike button. They've got the wrong. They've wasted so much seed, all of their subscribers, that they don't even click the right button, which is the like button. They click the Christopher Lord only gets thumbs down. Right. So I think only MK Ultra will be happy with Christopher Lord with their 4x4 phallic shoved up his backside. So, you know, I don't know where these guys come from, but they're trying to overtake the truth movement in their underwear.
When
And
you
it's
say
not,
that it's like in an infestation of demons and stuff, is that kind of like what like Alex Jones was talking about, like like they're connected? It's pretty much, let's say Illuminati, 1% or whoever, like they're tapping into some kind of interdimensional stuff, or like in contact with. I mean, that's what he mentioned. I know Alex Jones is a little bit, excessive, but
yeah. Yeah, they're channeling demons, and they teach pseudoscience. It's demon worship is what they're teaching, and to bow down to beat demons and ejaculate before demons. Demons love seeing people ejaculate because they know how much harm they're doing to themselves and their partners. So women who seduce men to ejaculate in them, they're just like any ordinary woman. They're not a special woman at all.
Right.
Women should respect their men and help them to keep their life force in their bodies where it belongs. And you can get a woman pregnant without ejaculating. Easy. That's how they used to do it always. So the ejaculation is definitely loose conduct and condemned in all the sacred scriptures, all of them. So
you do that without ejaculating, really?
The left-hand part is the ejaculatory path of Cullen Smith. Yes, those are the ejaculators. And the
no, but I mean, you can get someone pregnant without.
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes, of course. Yes, search it up on the net, and you'll see a lot of ancient teachers teaching this. In Egypt, they did this because they knew. You see, lovers would only mate to have children on their honeymoon, when the moon was in its honey. When it was in Cancer or Taurus, especially where she, in the moon or Taurus, especially where she exalts.
That's why they call it honeymoon. It's like I never knew.
You've got to do this when the sun and the moon are in harmony. Hormones, Horus moon, Harpocrates moon, harmony. So Horus, Harpocrates, Moni means your sun and the moon are together. When you're in harmony and resonance is happening, you do not need to ejaculate. Ejaculating is the school of demented demons, and all of the corporate Christendom churches are teaching that. This is why when Jehovah's Witnesses try to speak to me, I ask them one question: do you ejaculate when you have sex? Yes, I do. Well, then you're a demon worshipper. Get on the right path. Because you will suffer always. Your relationship with your partner will be one of misery and suffering if you're ejaculating. And the woman will never be happy because the woman needs about 3 hours to get warmed up. And then in the 6th hour, that's when you make the woman happy. You don't do it in 30 seconds like Cullen does. I mean, I think his boyfriends and girlfriends are pretending orgasms or pretending pleasure, but they've got no idea what pleasure is. Sexual pleasure, but of holy sexual pleasure, not depraved, of the left-hand path. That is depravity, and it is demon worship. I warn everyone, take it or leave it. You can laugh at me, you can just forget about it. I don't think you'll forget it anyway because you've listened thus far. And I thank you, Panty Power Boys, for watching everything I've ever done. I can't reciprocate, I never will. I don't have time to go back to kindergarten. You will follow me. You will watch what I do. Not me watch what you do, Christopher. You watch what I do, because I've got syncretism. You haven't got syncretism. You're a pretender, a plagiarist, and an ejaculator. Of that, I'm certain. And you will go to hell because you're an ejaculator. And you teach the religion of ejaculating. Sorry, brother. Here's another thing I stole off Christopher. He loves these. Tall. Rot. Red.
You rot.
Yes, because the rotating process is the rotting process. Yeah. It rots the spiritual world. It is rotten. The rotor of the Taurus is rotten. Okay, pay attention, because that's what the words mean. Because once we used to speak radicals, not words. We used to speak in radicals originally. Anamatape. The resonance of the sound is what manifested in the physical world. Rrr is always red. Rrr, the rotic liquid is always red. Rrr, the lateral liquid, is always blue. You see Red Bull? Bull. blue. In English, blue. In Italian, blue is, it's got an X. Bleu? No. No, that's Romanian. Romanian. Bleu. How do you do? How do you spell French in? Spell French. Red in French.
R-O-U-G-E.
Rouge.
Blue, I mean.
Rouge.
Not rouge. Blue.
Bleu.
Oh, bleu.
B-L-A-U.
Bleu.
Yeah, you got it. B-L-E-A-U.
That is true. Okay, so that's okay. So we've got bull is blue because it's the letter L. It's L, electricity. Baal. Baal is blue. He is the blue god Krishna. Krishna's always blue.
In Danish, it's blah. In Danish, it's blah. Someone says in the chat.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Why do you say blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
Blah. It's a bull because the hyperboloid, it's all about two things, the torus and the hyperboloid. I reduce the word hyperboloid down to bull, okay? Because that's what it is. The bowl, the bull, the blossom, to blow, bubbles, to make Bibles. That's all the bull. It's all Tauruses. Okay? So we've got rot. Rot is red because the T and the D are interchangeable. All is atum. As I've said, you've got to know that M and N are interchangeable. T and D are interchangeable. Even the word Rus in Italian, red is rosso. Rus. Roses are red, violets are blue. Rose means red or pink. Russia. What does Russia mean? Red people. Rust. What color's rust? Red. Rus is red. Rot is red. It's the red and the blue. The Taurus is red. The bull is blue. And so we have red shift, blue shift going on in the world. That's all that's going on. That's what bull is. It's blue. I got that off Chris. I'm sure he'll pull it up in one of his videos from 40 years ago when he was a, I don't know what he does. I know Danny's a cartoonist. I know exactly what Cullen does. He ejaculates.
You know what's happening with these guys? They're very hard to figure out. And you are very easy to figure out because you are an original. You have your own stuff, your own site, your own stuff, and universal truth and everything. So you are an original. So it's very hard to come and tell you whatever. You know, it's, I don't know. To me, it's clear that...
This is why, brother, this is why everybody is watching my syncretism. Everyone's watching my Facebook page. I know that the three Panty Power boys send their boyfriends in to spy and take, screenshots and report back to the Panty Power trio so that they can advance pseudoscience around the world and help each other in their network of panty ejaculating. And so they all report back to him. So I know they're watching. Thank you. I appreciate how much you follow me. I really do. I know you don't like me, but you follow me. And that's pretty good shit. I mean, I'm doing really well to have so much attention. I mean, and I love the attention. I've got a Leo ascendant. If you've got any Leo in your sign, you're just going to love the limelight. So I do. And so thanks for sending it my way, Panty Boys. I'll send it back. Every day I'm going to post about you on my Facebook page. And you're going to actually be teaching. See, I'm going to show people what I've stolen from these guys. I'm going to give it back now. I've been watching their stuff apparently, and I've stolen all of their stuff. All of this comes from Danny or Chris or one of those Panty Boys. None original. So let's just have a look at some of these words, huh? Let's have a look at some of these Taurus.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Hey, after this, I will do your chart reading. Sorry, brother.
Yeah. No problem. Me, I'm not in a rush. Me have all the time in the world. No problem.
Yeah.
If not, we'll do another one. Oh,
Okay,
isn't it sad we will have to get together again?
Oh no, it's terrible, man.
It's terrible. I feel so bad.
Man, you know how boring it is hanging out with you guys?
Oh, I know. It must be terrible to come on Saturday night, Sunday morning for you.
Yeah, man, I could be watching Panty Power videos rather than doing syncretism.
Exactly.
Can you imagine that? There would be Danny Cullen with his panties on. Man, I could be watching Christopher in his panties, you know, and here I am with you. It's just not right.
Yeah. We'll make it right, but we'll make it right.
Yeah. So you can make it like Tor Bull, or you can have it as Bull Tor. Okay, if you're looking at the Bull Tor, look at words like this. Buttress. Betray. Tray is Tor. B is the bull. Bottle. The bull, Taurus, because L and R are interchangeable. If that's an R, now, if that bottle has an R instead of an L, there would be Tra, Taurus, okay? Because why? Because it looks like a round bottle. Battle. Remember, the L and the R are interchangeable. You put an R there, and you have bull, Taurus, battling. This is the bull battling.
You know,
the bull Taurus fields.
That's very important, Santos, for them to put the fake reality into words and stuff like that, but it's also very important, and with the stuff that we see visually, like bottles and you know, all the forms and shape of containers, of all these some things that when you start paying attention, everything is your teacher. So
yeah, it's great.
That's how they control the reality, you know, with the object that we see, everything that we see and we hear, and you know, that's how we perceive reality, but that's how they control the way we perceive reality also.
Yes, exactly, brother. This is the ultimate way of perceiving reality. Hence, this has to be taught properly. You can't go to Truth Literacy and watch any of this and learn properly. You'll learn, but you'll not come to an accurate knowledge of truth. We're ready. The human race is ready, and I know they are ready. I know it in my heart and in my mind, because I've raised my consciousness up enough to see it. I can see it. That's why I can do syncretism, because I'm clairvoyant. I can see clearly. I don't channel. I'm not a channeler. Plagiarizing from demons. Channeling. Ooh, I've got to channel. No, I don't do that. It comes from me, from my seeing. Because I see. That's what I'm trying to get people to get above the kindergarten level syncretism, if you want to call it syncretism, that the other buffoons are doing. Okay, butter.
You have two eyes to look and one to see.
Yes, brother, exactly. Butter. Yeah. What are the gods always doing? Churning the milk oceans. Krishna, what is he doing? Churning the milk oceans. Why? To make butter, bull Tauruses. He's always with his cows. Better. Batter. Batter your butter.
Bitter.
Batter your butter. Utter, to speak. Because bull Taurus, butter, which Krishna is always making, is exactly what comes out of the churning of the milk oceans. Bitter, yes, because life in the lower world down here is bitter. The bull makes a bitter world, a bull Taurus world.